Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I just wanted to show y'all my stream setup for future me to look at, and for anybody who subscribes to the channel in the future. This is where it all really started. If y'all don't know, I'm actually on Twitch most of the time, so twitch.tv.yoserman or whatever. That's my Twitch handle. But anyways, we have a Blue Yeti mic here. I did a little bit of research, and then as soon as I bought it and I was waiting for it to come in, I saw a bunch of bad reviews, a bunch of people who are into mics saying that this is not a good mic to get, which is fantastic to hear whenever you just dropped like $100 on a mic or whatever it was. So that was awesome. And I will probably be getting a different mic in the future, but for now, I think it works good. My quality doesn't need to be insanely impressive. It just needs to get me by. The headphones I used are like Sennheiser 100s or something like that, or HD 599 SE. I don't know if that's what it says in here. I don't know if that's what the serial number is. They work perfectly. They're very comfortable. I never noticed that they're on. In fact, sometimes I'll forget they're on because they're so lightweight. They give really good sound, great 3D surround sound, whatnot. I'm saying whatnot a lot. I think I need to fix that for streaming. But they work great. I'd say that these are a perfect start for somebody who has $100 to drop on some headphones. These are originally like, I think, $130. But if you wait till Black Friday, sometimes they can go down to $100 or $80. And I really think that they are well worth the price for that. Right here, I just have an old Logitech mouse. It's wireless. It actually is paired with a keyboard. I can't remember the exact serial number, but it's my dad's, and he just said I could have it. So it works for me, because if you play games, you know using a trackpad is god-awful, except for those who use it as like something to make content, which I might actually try. I might try to do that for something for a future content. In addition, I have these streaming lights right here. So these streaming lights I bought at Walmart. They were about $60, and at first I thought they were going to be big and crazy studio lights that you see the big YouTubers using, and that was obviously a fairy tale. I should have never thought. I think those studio lights cost like $150 each or something insane like that. And when you get into like starting streaming, you start realizing how much these big YouTubers are making, because all the stuff is so expensive. I mean, it adds up quick. If anybody's tried to make a computer or buy a new one recently, you know that it's insane. It's an insane amount of money. And then down right here, something that's very important if you want to be a streamer is get a capture card. A capture card is one of the most important things you can have, because that takes what you can play and it expands it to any console you have. It doesn't matter if it's old. I played the Wii on this and I was able to transfer it. Any console. So long as you can find a some sort of like adapter, because for the Wii I had like an old adapter. I'm sorry, my hand's getting tired. I'm trying to stabilize it. Any Wii or any old console, you may need an adapter. You need to look it up, see what adapter you need to turn it into HDMI. But so long as it has an HDMI port, or you can make it have one, you can play anything on here. And that's one of the most, it's phenomenal. I love it. I played so many games on it. In fact, a lot of my followers I have on Twitch started following me because I was playing Zelda, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without this Switch. And so down there I have my two consoles that I normally game on. They're pretty cool. You know, technically that's my girlfriend's Switch. She lets me use it. Do I need to get any closer? My goodness, I need to learn how to like keep my arm steady. Here is the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18. And it was expensive. It's got a 5070 Ti graphics card by NVIDIA in there. And obviously that's doesn't equate to the 5070 Ti they have out right now for like a PC, but it lets me play plenty of games that I want to play. It's got Windows 11 on it, pre-installed. That was about 2,800, about 3,000 after taxes. And the only reason I was able to do that is because I used to work in a union and they had my savings set up, but the savings was constantly taking money from what I had, so I had to pull it out. And I decided I never had a laptop before, and I just decided to go all out on my laptop. I also bought my friend Javon a laptop, and we game all the time, we play. Something else I have over here, which is very, very, very important to get, is this is like a an extension for this USB-C port right here. And something cool about USB-C apparently is that if you plug in like an HDMI or whatever to it, it can read it. I didn't know that that was possible with a port. But let me get you in a little bit closer. So this port I originally bought for US, or not USB, for Ethernet. But it turned out this laptop actually had one right about here. So instead, I kind of just had it in storage for a while, and then I ran into the situation where, as you can tell, all of the ports, every single possible port is taken up on my laptop because it's got to connect to a lot of things. When you're a streamer, you will quickly find out you need a lot of ports to plug things in. It is kind of atrocious, the amount of things. Especially because I didn't realize this blue mic was going to be USB. It is USB. So it took up a USB slot that I was not anticipating. That's not the only thing that I needed. But once I dug this out after I bought it, it actually kind of solved the problem and it was perfect. Right here we have a Dell monitor. It's serviceable. It doesn't have the best quality. In fact, I'll even show you. Got to do a little hard cut here. Or shit, we might just do it raw. I mean, it's only going to take a few seconds. But that retention is important, so I don't know. You'll find out if I did or not. So here, it doesn't have very great color correction. As you can see, if you look between the two monitors, you know, you see the Iron Man over here is very vibrant. Over here, he's kind of dull. But the only reason I have this monitor is to read chat. That's all you need. Don't buy an expensive monitor for your side monitor. I know that sounds absurd after I just said how much I spent on my laptop, but genuinely spend the most amount of money you can on your PC and the important peripherals, like your headphones, like your mic. But do not spend a whole lot of money on your side monitor because all you need it for is to read. Now, obviously, if you're an editor or you want to be an editor, that's different. Of course, you want something with good color correction. But if you were just trying to start streaming, just to reiterate, you do not need an expensive monitor. You don't. And that's basically it. This is a Razer mouse pad. What am I going to say about a mouse pad? It's great. But the reason I want to make this video is because I'm about to completely upgrade everything. So this table, gone. This chair, gone. Just a little crotch shot there. These lights will stay. This mic will stay because I don't want to spend like $11K or whatever on my new stuff. I don't need all new stuff. The mic works. The lights work. So all that's going to stay. The second monitor, like I said, I don't need a better second monitor. And this laptop is getting sold. I'm going to sell it. It's still in great condition. I mean, I barely used it at all. I just got to clean it. And I should be able to sell it for about what I bought it for, around probably $2,700. But what I'm going to be buying is a Starforge system. It's going to be one of their higher end ones. In fact, I think it's the highest end one that you can buy right now. And then I'm going to buy an Alienware monitor. I'm going to buy, and if I can put images up here, I will. And then I'm going to end up buying an arm mic. I'm going to buy a lift table made by, I think, Lift Desk or whatever. I'll put the name of it. Then, in addition to that, I'm gonna get a Razer chair, which, you know, is actually one of the cheapest ones I could find, a gaming chair, because this one is so uncomfortable. It flakes everywhere. It gets little like fake, like leather bits on the floor. So every single time I sweep and then sit back down, all that effort of sweeping just goes away because I just get little flakes there. Oh wow, doing the little grandpa stance right here. Get a good old angle of my big honking nose. My God. Anyways, then I'm gonna be buying you know what? You know what? Actually, I may just. You'll see. You'll see what else. If there's anything else I forgot to mention, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. But anyways, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Maybe let me know some of your recommendations. What do you have for your gaming setup? I'd love to find out because I don't really get to talk to a lot of streamers, or at least up and coming. I'm very low in my streaming career right now. But I'd love to network and see what everybody else is having. All right, later.